Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Dean, and this is 5 Mesmerizing Minutes. Had an active day today, a very active day. I thank you for listening. I want you to take a look at Galatians chapter 6. Galatians chapter 6. I'm going to be reading out of the New King James Version. Listen to this. Listen to the love that God has for us. Paul was instructed to write to the Galatians, "Brethren, if a man is overtaken in any trespass, you who are spiritual, restore such a one in a spirit of gentleness, considering yourself, lest you also be tempted." Well, before we restore somebody who has fallen by the wayside, we have to remember that we are all subject to temptation, and one stinking, rotten temptation can change our lives in 2 seconds. And I speak from experience. One little rotten, stinking, demonic temptation can ruin our lives or throw us off course for years and years and years. So if you know of somebody, and I know everyone knows somebody who's been overtaken by sin. Actually, 6:1 of Galatians says, let me just read it again. "Brethren, if a man is overtaken in any trespass, you who are spiritual, restore such a one in a spirit of gentleness, considering yourself, lest you also be tempted." When we use that word restore in Galatians 6:1, that is from the Greek, I hope I can pronounce this word properly, Katartizo. I'm going to say it's katartizo. Katartizo. I know I'm mispronouncing it. I know there's an emphasis there in a syllable. I'm not kidding. But restoring in this sense, as used in Galatians 6:1, was used in secular Greek for setting broken bones. And the only way you can settle broken bones is by doing it very carefully. God wants you to do that. Very carefully help restore somebody. Don't judge them. Don't condemn them. Be gentle. Be kind, be loving, and if that person gives you a rebuff, that's okay. Come back to him in some way, shape, or form. I've got a guy I'm working on. He's homeless, and he refuses money. I'm gonna get Jesus on my side, and I'm gonna go after that guy and bear his burdens. And I'm gonna do it to fulfill the law of Christ, and the law of Christ is to love everybody as Christ loves us. Yes, if you know of somebody who's, well, we call it backsliding. I hate that term, but it's one that's appropriate. Be careful. Be gentle. Be loving. Not condemning, not judgmental. Bring that person back into the fold. Bear that person's burdens so that you can also fulfill the law of Christ. And also, don't think so much of yourself. Don't puff yourself up in front of somebody else and brag about how holy you've been and without sin. No, you're one temptation away from destruction. That's why Jesus told us to pray to God to steer us away from temptation in Matthew 6. Yes, the Lord loves you, and he wants you to spread your love and spread the law of Christ to everyone you see. This is Pastor Dean, and this is 5 mesmerizing minutes.